when it comes to addictions, is that addictions can be genetic, and addictive personalities can be genetic. So, um, for example, if I use myself as an example, I know that my genetics are very similar to my dad's because I react very similar to my dad when I drink too much, which it's been a very long time. I could say when I was in my 20s, I used to do this, but I would have the similar effects, for example, that my dad would have. And so a lot of our how we react to certain substances is very genetic. And so we have to be very careful about that, especially when it comes to alcohol or other addictive substances. The other one is social. Yeah, definitely. Is if you've I know a lot of guys that have been raised by alcoholic fathers, for example, and they haven't touched the booze. Or there's guys that have been raised by alcoholic fathers and they are alcoholics themselves or struggle with alcoholism. I like to say struggle with rather than being part of who they are because it literally is a disease, right? You can't define the person by the disease, but it really does have a lot to do with their circumstances in life. Do they have the right support around them? Do they have a life that's actually fulfilling in some way, shape, or form? I know a lot of guys will binge drink or drink themselves under because they don't have a good relationship with their spouse. And so they feel like they're stuck now in a relationship with someone that they don't want to be with, but they can't leave because they have kids or they don't want half their wealth to go away, or they just don't want to go back into the dating scene. Are they going to be able to find someone else? Whatever the reason is they don't feel fulfillment in some way, shape, or form. So they're looking to alcohol to alleviate their pain or their suffering, or to find some other level of emotion that they're not able to get in their real life.
Wow. I really love that. All right. So we'll talk about business for the last couple minutes. Like I said, there's a lot of people that are veterans or they're entrepreneurs. They decide they're going to get out of the military, start a business, usually a t-shirt company, a hat company, or a coffee business. 6 months later, they're $10,000 in debt and don't know what the hell just happened. So, what is some advice can you give for people that are looking to get being an entrepreneur before they actually get
Yeah,
into being an
the most
entrepreneur?
important thing is, are you cut out for it? Because it takes a certain type of personality. It takes, honestly, it's work, but you have to be driven to be self motivated, and that's the first element. The second thing, if we take a look at it from a practical perspective, when it comes to business, business is about two particular things. It's about creating a customer or client, and the other one is about so it's first creating a customer or client. The second one is keeping a customer or client. The challenge, Richard, that most people have when it comes to business, and most people don't understand that, they try to create a business around their product or service, which is a wrong way to go about it. You have to create your business around what people need or want. So rather than saying, I have this great, let's just say, t-shirt idea or this clothing company idea, let me see how that's going to work out. You have to say, what do people want? Maybe there's a need out there for a specific type of clothing. If you want to be successful in business, here's my fundamental piece of advice. And this is so simple, yet it is so fundamentally important, has changed so many people's businesses, is you have to look for people's problems and solve them. Your business has to be around solving people's problems. If you can find a problem, you will be successful in business, and if you can solve it effectively. That's where you have to say, okay, what problems are out there? What are people struggling with? What are people suffering from? Especially right now in COVID, there's a lot of people having a lot of different problems. If you can come up with a solution for them, you will make money. As long as you're a problem solver, your business will thrive.
Wow, I love that. Okay, so now last two questions I ask everybody. Where can we go get the book? What is your name of your book? Where can we get it? And how can we get in touch with you if somebody wants coaching?
Sure.
How do we
I'll
get
start
in
with the
touch with
second one
you?
first. Is you can find me on pretty much every social media channel. from Instagram to Twitter. So feel free to reach out. And if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them because I like to connect with people. Or you could go to my website, which is purdeepsanga.com. And you can also get a copy of my book. If you like the physical copy, you can go to completemanbook.com. You can also get it on Amazon. Or you could go to, if you prefer the audio copy, you can actually go to completemanaudio.com. And Richard, if you wanted to put this in your notes, I don't know if you have the show notes, but the promo code is Victory75, all one word. So that's Victory75, and you'll get 75% off the audio copy.
Yes, I will definitely put that in the liner notes. Last question. If I ask the average person to do something in 7 days, they're pretty much never going to get to it. But if I ask somebody to do something in the next 24 hours, they're more likely to do it. So if you know somebody that's struggling physically or business-wise, what can they do in the next 24 hours to start
the
writing
best piece of
ship?
advice that I could give is find someone that can help you get to your goal faster. Because whether it's a coach, a mentor, a friend, whoever it is that you can find, that is going to be your best bet. Because I've always used this strategy myself. I support this 110%, is find people who have done what you want to do or can help you get there, because you will accelerate your path that much further. When you try to do it yourself or try to figure out how to do it yourself, that's not, if you're looking at timing, it's going to take you a long time to get there. Find someone who can do it. They're going to absolutely be able to accelerate your path.
Wow. Thank you so much for taking the time out to hang out with us today. I appreciate you so much, my friend. And thank you for being a mentor to me, even though you didn't know
really
you were
appreciate it.
mentoring
Thank
me.
you, because Richard, when I hear that feedback, that's what keeps me going. So I really appreciate it.
And I just want to say, I consider you a friend now. And if there's anything that I can do to help support
Absolutely.
your
Thank you so
mission,
much.
it
And
would be my
I say
honor.
the same as well.
All right, guys. So you heard it. His book is out. You need to get it. And if a guy like me that's 80% blind can read it, so can you. All right, guys. Have a great day. And remember, everybody loves a comeback story. Today, it's
Thanks,
your day.
Richard. You too. Have
All
a
right,
great
Pradeep.
weekend.
Have a great day, bro.